Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz? I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me. I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me. I go hard, cuz.
Hey, you guys, I'm still under the weather. Child, the way my head feel, I took a nap, but my head is like, we don't care about your nap. The fuck is a nap? Like, my head is still like, it's still spinning, but I hope you guys are doing good. As y'all know, I've been under the weather. I had the flu. It's a lot of like flu stuff going around. There's a lot of people in the hospital, like in the ERs are full. So I've been just fighting this for like a whole week. I'm like, I'm not trying to go to the hospital, man. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tough it out at the house. Coughing. I done went through all types of Kleenex. So, but it's a lot going on. I haven't, I didn't get a chance to stream last week because that's when I, got sick. So at that point I just been in bed. But I've been trying to drop my little videos here and there. So I was like, it's a lot going on. I wanted to come on here. So sorry it's late. I took a nap earlier. So I'm like, okay, let me see if I can come. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Shout out to all y'all. Dang, we just jumped up to over 3,000 people. Thank y'all for coming. It's a lot to get into. That whole situation about the video I dropped yesterday about Shanquella, that situation, oh my God. I'm just really surprised that they were able to get away with this as long as they have. Another thing that's bothersome, I was thinking about this earlier today, and let me see if I can find it really quick. Because it seems like it's very interesting that there's been a lot of nonsense going on with tourists, especially Black tourists in Mexico. Because we recently had posted this on Instagram. I don't know if anybody caught this. We posted this. This was like around Halloween. 3 tourists, they had ended up dead in an Airbnb. And supposedly they're saying that it was carbon monoxide. But I just found that really strange that they went out there. They went out there to celebrate the Day of the Dead festival. And the very next day, they were all found dead in their Airbnb. We posted, I'm trying to see if I can find this, I can show y'all. Because wasn't a lot of people talking about it. So then when I heard about the Shanquella situation, and Mexico basically saying, oh, it's alcohol poisoning, we're washing our hands of it. I thought that was really strange because there were already 3 tourists that had died. Let me see if I can Google it real quick, because I think a lot of people missed this one. Damn. Okay, look. I put in 3 tourists dead in Mexico. I'm talking about the 3 Black folks who done died of carbon monoxide. But look what pops up when I put in the search. 3 more people done got killed in Mexico. What is going on in Mexico? Y'all out here butchering Americans? I put in was 3 dead tourists, and there's 3 more that done died in the past 24 hours. Let me share my screen. 3 butchered bodies washed ashore on Acapulco, Mexico as tourists lounge by. And I guess that's the body that's blurred right there. What in the world is going on with Mexico? Child. Okay. Well, them wasn't the tourists I was looking for. But yeah, something is going on. Because like I said, there was 3 dead Black young people that went down there. Okay, here's the story. That one just happened to come up. That is crazy. So this is the one I was trying to show y'all when that other one came up. But yeah, there were 3 people. I don't know if their picture is going to come up. But they went out there for the Day of the Dead festival. Friends Candace Florence, Jordan Marshall, and Cortez Hall were visiting the Mexican capital to celebrate the Day of the Dead holiday, according to the U.S. news site. And so all 3 of them ended up dead. And then now we have this young lady. Now, the thing that's really like disturbing with that whole situation, like I've always said, people like to claim everybody as their friends. But one thing I've noticed with social media is that you have people who click up and they swear, this is my best friend and, we're friends. And then when you ask them things like, well, how long have y'all known each other? Where did y'all meet? It's like, oh, well, we met on Instagram, or we have a lot of followers. Like, a lot of people end up clicking up for superficial reasons. And, they call people that they don't really know like that their friends. And so this is where you have to really be able to read the signs of people and the way that they treat you. Because what I saw in that video to me was just so disturbing. And it took me a while to even realize initially what I was watching. Like, you get so desensitized to seeing fight videos. So I'm watching these two girls go at it. It took me watching it a third time to realize that Shanquella was naked. There's no way a 25-year-old woman, I don't care how good of friends I am with you, I'm not going to be naked in front of men and other people, just fully unclothed like that in that type of situation. So to me, it just looked like an ambush. I don't see her just walking around like that and, talking to her friends with no clothes on. It seemed like the girl was ambushing her as she came out the shower. To me, that is why she didn't have on any clothing. She just gotten out the shower, and now all of a sudden I'm being surprised with an ass whooping and my so-called other friends recording it. So there has been an update because there's so many people who have really helped to make the story go viral. And to the people who are trying to like come for me on Twitter about posting the video, my issue is this: y'all be having more smoke for people like me who are actually, who do journalistic work, for trying to get the story out there. The video needed to be seen, regardless of how disturbing it is. And the family also posted the video on their own Facebook page once that video came out, because initially it wasn't getting a lot of traction. You had the news story. You had people saying it was alcohol poisoning, but it wasn't until that video came out showing, nah, hell nah. This ain't no, a bunch of girls having a good time and somebody drunk too much. Where did this beating video come from? Somebody dropped it on the internet, and I'm glad it went viral. Okay? Like I said, y'all have more smoke for people who are reporting news than the folks who are actually doing the crime. Just like when Gilly was up there hooping and hollering, y'all have more smoke for people recording and trying to show y'all something than the folks, you know what I'm saying? That video was the key that made this story really go viral. Because when I was sick, people were sending me the story. I couldn't do the story. I was sick. You know what I'm saying? But that story had been floating around the internet since about, I want to say about a week ago. But it wasn't until that video came out, it's like, okay, now there's definitely more to the story. And I don't know if the video was between maybe those group of friends and they might have shared it with somebody, and then that person decided to post it onto the internet. But either way, it got onto the internet, and it showed that this was not a situation of friends having a good time. The way that girl beat that girl, and just with all the anger, the way she was kicking her, and then the fact that Quella was not fighting back, and it's like that amped her up even more. It just shows how really sick and depraved people are. And my thing is, females fight, right? This is nothing new. We see it all the time on Love and Hip Hop and insert whatever ratchet TV show. So yeah, females are gonna fight. But the fact that you have grown men sitting there recording it, giving commentary, Quella, won't you do something? Ain't you gonna hit her back? And when she says, no, I don't want to, at that point, everybody should have jumped in and stopped it and said, look, she don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it alone. The girl was dragging her like a damn, like a rag doll. She was doing these WWF moves on her. I can believe that after that camera shut off, she probably, grabbed something heavy, maybe a chair or something, and hit her on the head with it. They said her spinal cord and her neck, you know what I'm saying, those bones were broken. That takes a lot of force. So it's clear that she was also beat with something. And I know some people were saying in the comment section of the video that they felt that maybe she might have been drugged, just for the fact that she really, wasn't trying to fight back. It was probably hard for her to really even realize what was going on. You never know. But even if she wasn't drugged, because I didn't, they didn't say there was any drugs or alcohol in her system, so I'm not going to even go there. But regardless if she was drugged or not, the girl clearly said she didn't want to fight. And that woman kept raining blows on her while people sat there and record, while other women sat there and watched, while other men sat there and watched. With friends like that, who needs enemies? And that's why I say when people start giving you signs that they feel a way about you, because what people need to realize is that jealousy is a hell of a drug. And you got to listen to things that people say. You got to watch their actions. And I'm the same way. I go back, I watch videos. Like if we're all out kicking it and, there's video being recorded, I watch everybody's expressions. I watch people's energy in the clips. I see who's really enjoying their time, who's really happy for you, who's really having a good time, and who's sitting back like this. Because people think that jealousy is about having material stuff. Like, oh, well, this person is pretty, or she has a whole bunch of, Chanel bags, or, she has a lot of money. That's not always what breeds jealousy. And that's what people need to understand. It's not always monetary stuff, because a lot of people be having money too. You know what I'm saying? A female, she might have every fucking Chanel bag that comes out every season. She might have the latest Louis this and that. It's not necessarily always about the monetary stuff. You might be able to afford to go on vacations. Well, hell, she can too. It's about your energy. It's about your essence. That's really what it boils down to. You have people who get upset because they don't have your essence. They don't have what it takes to be you. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that whatever you want to call it, that je ne sais quoi, that swag. That's enough to make people really feel away. It's not so much about that, about the money and, a person being rich. It's about them not being able to live whatever fantasies they have in their head about your life. Because while they're sitting there watching you and hating on your essence and hating on your being, they don't know the struggles you've been through. They don't know that sometimes the only thing you can do is smile to keep from crying. They don't know your backstory, so that's where you got to like really watch people. People be fake as hell, you know what I'm saying? And you have too many folks, they literally go out their way. They want to be friends with everybody and click with it. And fuck that shit. Like I said, I don't want to be friends with everybody. Especially now when it comes to like internet stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with who I'm cool with, but I'm not trying to click up with just everybody just to be like, I'm cool with that person, I'm rubbing shoulders, because half that stuff be fake any damn way. And I just hope that whoever is guilty of this, they all just get brought to justice, because at this point, it's ridiculous that this young girl was left dead in Mexico while their friends just flew back and went back to living life as normal. Even the boy that was talking, the so-called other friend, he claimed he came a day later. But even the way he was talking, I didn't get friend vibes. This is somebody, I'm not understanding how I'm more emotional and I have more compassion for a girl I've never met. I don't know this lady. He's more upset about him missing the ATVs, going on the joyriding, and I didn't even get to smoke any weed. I didn't even get to get drunk. He had a lot of grievances towards her death. Almost like her death stopped him from living his best life. I didn't feel a lot of compassion. I'm like, what kind of friend is this? He seemed like her death was an inconvenience. Be careful who you call a friend, and be careful who you roll out with. And, you gotta like also start hanging with people on your level. I know a lot of times people would try and shame you and be like, oh, you're acting new, and oh, you're moving different. You gotta hang with people on your level, because sometimes people will try and bring people that are maybe not doing as well as them financially, or maybe they don't have themselves together. But you want to feel like, well, I'm going to still hang with you. I haven't changed. I'm still the same old person. Fuck that shit. Them be the main ones plotting and feeling away. Because the way he was talking, nothing about him even screamed that he felt sadness. It's like he kept wanting to clear his name, but there was no, that was my friend. We've been down since junior high. I can't believe this, happened. I messed up behind this. If I would do anything to take this moment back, it was just, well, I didn't get to drink. I didn't get to smoke. I miss, the ATV rides. And, I came to Mexico to kick it. It was like just a big inconvenience for him. It's sad. It's really sad. But there is an update. There is a bright side in the case. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Because of all of the drama and people going hard and people going off about this and tagging the FBI over and over and over again, they are now involved. So now this is becoming a FBI case. They are looking into this. So I want to go ahead. I don't know if this news article is going to talk about it. So we're going to pull this up here. So as you guys see, now that fight video, with the help of that fight video going viral, as disturbing as it was, that is what woke everybody up to realize that this is a bigger issue than this woman just dying in Mexico because of alleged alcohol poisoning. So now the FBI is looking into it because that fight video said a lot. So let's play this news. Oh. Y'all say y'all can't hear? Oh, hold on. Why can't y'all hear? Oh, hold on. So y'all couldn't hear it at all? Okay, I don't know why I wasn't playing. Can y'all hear me though? Y'all can't hear me? Okay. Y'all can hear me. Okay, good. Okay. I don't know why the audio is not playing. The audio is playing fine on my end. I can hear it. They're talking about the updates. I don't know why y'all can't hear the audio. That is weird. Huh. That is weird. I don't know why that it would be. I'm looking at the volume is up. My volume is up. I can hear it just fine. Okay, well, as long as y'all can hear me, I don't know why I wasn't playing. That is really weird that y'all couldn't hear that. Let me hopefully they're not on some nonsense. Hold on here. Let me stop sharing this screen. Let me know if y'all can hear. Let me just play a random YouTube video. Because I have a few clips I want to play for y'all, so I want to make sure that y'all can hear them. Hold on really quick. Oh, I'm live. And there's 9,000 people watching. Look at that. I want to play something that don't have no music. Child. All right, some baby. Let me know if y'all can hear this baby, whatever this story is about to be. Never mind, they're playing music and shit. Did y'all hear the baby? Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Because I have other audio. That's why I want to make sure that y'all can hear my other audio. Okay, no. Y'all didn't hear the baby? No. Okay, I don't know what's going on then. That's weird that the audio is not playing. I don't know. StreamYard must be tripping. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it started playing like music. It was like really loud. I couldn't play it because it started playing music, but y'all would have heard. Y'all would have heard it. Like it came on. So I don't know what's going on. Why StreamYard is not playing the audio? That is weird. Okay. Well, let me just read the article then. Give me just a second here. Let me read the article. Let me see here. Okay. So this is what the article is saying. I'll just read that. They're saying in the search for answers, Robinson's parents reported that their daughter's death. They reported their daughter's death to the FBI of the Charlotte office, according to the family. A recent video made rounds on the internet and social media allegedly showed Robinson being beat up in a hotel room. WBTV was not able to verify at this time when or where the video in question was recorded. WBTV reached out to the FBI and asked for comments about the video. In a statement back to WBTV, the FBI said that it was aware of the clip and encouraged anyone related to the photo or video to contact the FBI. They also reached out to the Mexican authorities regarding the video, but they have not heard back anything yet. So, like I said, the video has now led to the FBI getting involved, and so I'm happy about that. That's what it should be. Somebody said, "Do I have?" Hold on. Are y'all still? Can y'all not hear me? I don't have any earpods. No, my earpods aren't on. My earpods are all upstairs charging. Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay. I'm hearing everybody say earpods. I'm like, no, my earpods aren't down here. Okay. Well, I'm glad y'all can hear me. I don't know what is going on. I'm really mad about that. Um, so that's the update that I wanted to share with y'all about the story concerning Quella Robinson. So, like I said, I just hope like that whole situation gets resolved. I hope everybody there, is but I don't want to say that everybody there should be found guilty because the one boy swearing that he came the next day, whatever. But everybody needs to be investigated. Oh yeah, then there was another thing that was going around. They were saying that that girl, the one who was doing the fighting in the video, uh, Dejanay Jackson, they were saying that she's a trans man or whatever. She's a trans woman. They're saying that she was a man. Now that hit Twitter yesterday, and there was a picture floating around of her, I guess, looking like a boy. I'm not gonna feed into all of that. A lot of people are asking me, did you hear that it's a lot of are people saying they can't hear me? I didn't mute myself. I haven't touched anything. Can y'all not hear me? What is going on with no, nothing is muted. People are saying they can't hear me. Okay, y'all can? Okay. But I wanted to say that I seen the picture on social media. I had people tagging me in it. I haven't found any proof that Dejanay, whatever the hell her name is, that she's trans. So I don't think that that's even anything people should be feeding into. And my thing is, I don't care if she's trans or a biological real woman. It doesn't matter. Whatever she is, she needs to be brought to justice because even if she didn't kill her, she at least assaulted her, which was a crime. So I'm not feeding into all that, but I know people were asking me, did you hear that she's trans? Like I said, from what I've seen online, somebody who she lived with came out and spoke because people were showing up at the lady's house, and lady was saying that she does not live there. The lady made no mention of her being trans. So I think people were just being messy on the internet, putting that out there. So I wanted to hit on that. It looked to me like it was just like a Photoshop where they just basically Photoshopped off her wig. So somebody says she has a baby. That's even worse, that she's a mother and she's acting that way. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so like I said, I really don't care if she is or not, but I think people are just putting that out there just to be messy. But I haven't seen any proof from everything I've seen, like on her LinkedIn page and stuff like that. she looks like a woman to me. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So somebody says she just had a baby. She got fired from her job in the healthcare. I'm telling you, they fought for a reason. I hope it wasn't behind no boy. Hopefully it wasn't. That'd be even worse. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats here. Shout out to all 10,000 people in here. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. Let's see here. Capital K says, just when I was bored, Lovelyti blesses us with the tea. Thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you. Tatalicious Delicious at $9.99 says, T, I've been waiting on you all week. Glad you're feeling better. I'm currently under the weather myself. It's been cold in Arizona. What? I didn't even know it got cold down there. The change in the weather caught up with me. Well, I'm sorry you're under the weather. I hope you start getting better. Yeah, we're having snow right now. It's been snowing for like the past 3 days. So definitely get better. It's definitely something going on around the country. Like everybody I know is sick right now. Let's see here. Hippie Tamar says a bunch of friend deaths going on. I just seen the college kids on campus story. Yeah, with the football players. Yep, that's another situation where you had 3 young men being killed by one of the other former teammates. So I don't know the whole backstory to that situation, but again, you had so many young people losing their lives for no reason whatsoever. Shane Wilson says, I've been watching you since the Justin Bieber Mariah Eater video 9 years ago. I watch you doing work and your vids keep me focused. Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Shane. Queensy says, hey T, just joined the membership. Will I be able to see your deep dive videos? I'm new to this. Yes. Once you join the membership, go to the membership tab on my channel. So you got to go to my YouTube channel, click on the membership tab, and scroll down, and you'll see the links. You might have to scroll down, I don't know, a while. But you'll see them. I have to post updated links. I haven't done any deep dives for this month because I've been sick. I can try and work on one this weekend. But for now, I don't have any deep dives ready for the month of November just because I've been in bed. But you can watch all the other ones and catch up with those. So thank you. Let's see here. Queenie Morris says, love you, T, silent tea sipper for many years. Thank you so much. Rose Golden says, I was just in Mexico. Now you got me feeling like I dodged a bullet. Anyways, Auntie, you made me lose money because you didn't wear red today. Shake my head. Oh, y'all was betting on the color I was going to wear today? Well, I'm glad you made it back safe from Mexico. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, but I just noticed there's been a lot of like Mexico and tourism, deaths in the news lately, which is just, within the span of not even 2 weeks. So it's just very strange. But thank you so much. Tata Lissis says, please stay out of Mexico. I live a few hours away from the border, and it's a popular tourist spot for AZ residents. The extortion down there is real. Wow. Yeah, I could see that. Let's see here. Kizzy says, if I'm not mistaken, the girl was transgender. There's no proof that she is. So people are saying she had a baby. So I think somebody just put that whole transgender thing out there to be messy. So, but thank you. XOXO Ivy. Hold on, it just refreshed. Let me go back up here. Says Lovelyti, I feel sorry for Shanquella Robinson. I hope her family gets justice for what those monsters did was wrong. What bothers me is that they lied to the family knowing what they did to her. It's just sad, yeah. And it's sad because her dad was on the news crying, and just really upset. And you could just tell, like, these friends have no remorse. They haven't even contacted the parents since everything happened. So it's sad. Let's see here. Javon Drew says, hey, T, I'm glad you're feeling better. Continue to stay blessed. I also missed my October payment for the Discord. I sent several messages. Can you get me back in? Email lovelyti2002 at Yahoo. All the emails I've gotten, I sent it over to the Discord email. So email me there. Let's see here. Hog Titus says, I always make sure if I'm traveling, I have enough money for an Uber and a plane ticket in case I want to leave early. I had to learn the hard way. Yeah. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Black Sands sent $200. Thank you so much, Black Sands. I appreciate you. They said, "Hey T, just got off work. I will have to catch the playback. One of the most important lessons I've learned in life is not everyone is meant to be your friend, and some friendships are only meant to last a season and not a lifetime." Amen. That is the truth. And I think that's what a lot of people need to understand. But then I also hate too, like this whole mentality of, this is why I'm a loner and this is why I don't go anywhere and this is why I just sit in the house. Well, don't blame that on friends. Just say that you just want to be a loner and sit in your house. You can have healthy relationships with people. I don't like when things like this go viral and then people use it as a catalyst to, this is why I don't hang out with nobody. No, you maybe because nobody wants to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are still good people out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna not have friends because one person was murdered, right? What it is you have to be smart about the people that you call a friend, the people that you let into your inner circle. You know, I always have issues when people say, "I don't have any female friends." Well, you might be the problem, sis. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you gotta be friends with every female out here, because some females are catty, childish, they're in competition, they're jealous. But is that every woman out here? Absolutely not. You know, so again, water seeks its own level. So if you're looking for good women who have a decent mentality, who have goals, who have, you know, things that they want to accomplish in life, you have to seek that. You can't be playing around in the gutter with hood rats and then be like, well, all women. Well, look at your friend group. You know what I'm saying? So once you elevate, you got to elevate your friend group as well. So somebody says some men too. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like I hear that all the time. Like some guys were like, "Oh, I only hang with females," or, you know, females saying, "I only have guy friends." No, I like having friends of both genders. It's about finding real friends and never feel bad about cutting somebody off. I think people are guilt tripped into feeling like, because I've known you since we were kids or because I've been friends with you for a few years, once you show me who you are, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't care, and I don't have to explain anything to you. People be wanting closure and shit. Bitch, write in your diary. I don't owe you closure. You know what you did. It's a wrap. You know, people only want closure and they want to have conversations so that way they can gaslight you and shame you. Once I see you for who you are, I just cut people off. I'm a cutoff artist and I move on. Wish you the best, but I don't owe you an explanation as to why I'm not fooling with you. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, never. Look, I said, yeah, write in your diary. Don't write to me. Don't write me no text message, bitch. Write in your diary and figure out what you did. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's the worst part, is people will make people feel like you have to hang on to folks for your next chapter of your life. Absolutely not. Not when they're users or they're low vibrational or they're talking mess or they're not loyal, you know what I'm saying? Or they're just doing messed up stuff. You don't have to hold on to anybody. So I think that's what we need to normalize, is cutting off people, you know what I'm saying, who are cancerous, who mean you no good, not just saying, "Oh, I'm just going to be a loner and I don't want to have any friends." Well, that's not how humans are supposed to be. You're supposed to have friends. You're supposed to have people you can talk to outside of a, you know, even a significant other. You're supposed to have a neutral party, people you can go out with, socialize with, but you also have to know what category to put people in, you know? And I think sometimes people will put their associates or people that they just go out with casually in in the best friend group, and they shouldn't be in that category. You know, friendship is a two-way street. So if you can call me and dump all your problems on me and drain me, you know what I'm saying, to death, but then when I'm going through something, you know, it's, "Oh, let me call you back," or "I'm busy," and I can't get that same reciprocation, we're clearly not friends. So, you know, so it's not about not having friends, not forming friendships, sitting in your bedroom, you know, because you're scared to go outside. It's not about that. It's about, you know, understanding that there's good and bad in every situation. You have good people, you have bad people. It's just about navigating. And once you see somebody's true colors, never second guess yourself. Don't feel guilty. I think we need to start normalizing cutting people off. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're giving them chance, you know, and chance again, and they're doing the same thing. We need to stop shaming people who cut folks off and move on. So I think that should be more normalized. Never hold on to baggage. Yes, Mimi B says friendship require effort and commitment. They do. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to be friends, and that's the problem. That word is used too loosely. A lot of folks don't know how to be friends, and they take advantage of their friends. And one thing I can't stand also that I notice with people is they will treat people, their friends, based on their status. Like if they have celebrity friends, they treat them a certain way, but then their other friends, they treat them a certain way. I can't stand that. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Treat everybody how they should be treated. If you're not going to accept certain things from regular people, then you shouldn't be accepting the shit from your celebrity friends. Yup. Message, bitch. Snip, snip. AG says snip, snip. No, it's the truth. Like you got people who will like literally treat people different ways based on the status. And that is like the most disgusting thing to watch. You know, how people would treat folks because they don't have certain followers or they don't have this and that versus how they treat people that they feel, you know, that they're rubbing shoulders with. It's weird. It's weird. If you live in like cities like LA, Atlanta, New York, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Tutu says, thank you for coming on, T. Hope you feel better. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. B. Halette says, Dejanay is in trans. I heard she's a CNA. And there's another video of the second fight with body slamming. Oh, I didn't see the second video yet. I didn't see that. That's crazy. But I figured there'd be more video. There'd be more video popping up. Blanca says, somebody says this is bringing flashbacks of Kanika Jenkins. I have to agree. I still remember you covering that. Hopefully, Shanquella gets justice that Kanika Jenkins didn't. Yeah, that Kanika Jenkins case was crazy. And like I tell you, I'm just the type, I'm always going to go hard for regular women, especially regular Black women. We don't get the light. And so if I can use my platform, I can't help every, you know, I can't do every story out there. But if I can use my platform to like shed light on things like that that are affecting regular everyday Black women, I'm going to do that. I don't like the fact like when I see, you know, more energy towards celebs about certain things, but then it's crickets. Like I said, everybody wants to scream protect Black women, but it's only with their faves. No, it needs to be across the fucking board. Period. I don't care what your status is. It needs to be across the board. So I hope Maxine Waters and all these other people who are writing letters and, you know, about celebrities, I hope they're also engaging the FBI to figure out what happened to this young lady in Mexico. I hope Maxine Waters does that as well. Okay. So let me go ahead. Let me talk about the next topic. I've been on here. How long I've been on here, y'all? 38 minutes. Man, my head is still like going everywhere. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hang in there. I'm trying to hang in there. So before we get on to the next subject, we do have a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. So let me go ahead and play this BetterHelp ad really quick here, y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear this. We'll see. Hopefully it can be heard. It's a quick ad. I'm happy they're sponsoring. So give me just a second to play this. I hope it plays. I hope y'all can hear it. If not, there's nothing I can do. But I do have to play it though, either way. All right, here we go. Hey, you guys, I hope you guys are doing good today. Today's show sponsor is BetterHelp. And as you guys know, a lot of people are going through it. People are really stressed out. We have the cost of living going up, and a lot of people do not know what their future may look like. in 2023. Did you know that a licensed therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals no matter how big or small? Talking out your issues, problems, and fears with a licensed therapist can help you become less stressed and more confident in accomplishing your goals. So if you're thinking about trying out therapy, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, it's accessible, and it's all online. All you have to do is go onto their website and fill out a short survey, and they'll match you with one of their hundreds of licensed therapists. And also, don't forget that if you're not clicking with that therapist, you can switch therapists at any time. So you're never going to be stuck with one particular therapist. So if you want to be a better problem solver and get your goals accomplished, therapy can definitely get you there. So make sure you guys go on to betterhelp.com/sipslow to get 10% off of your first month. So once again, go onto the website, betterhelp.com/sipslow to save 10% off your first month. So make sure you guys check them out. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all's patience. So yes, let me go ahead and get on to this next topic, honey. I got to talk about this entire situation with Kelly Rowland and Peter Rosenberg. Okay. Like I'm just literally this Beyonce. For all y'all who just got here, all y'all's damn 2000s babies, because a lot of y'all just got here. This Beyonce Kelly Rowland, and I don't even want to call it like, this comparison, this versus bullshit, literally has been going on since Destiny's Child, since we were in high school. Literally. This whole, comparing them constantly. And I mean, even for years, people would say that, oh, Kelly puts herself on the back burner so Beyonce can shine. And, Kelly's always saying, people would say stuff like, oh, Kelly's always saying happy birthday to Beyonce publicly, and Beyonce never acknowledges her. Oh, Kelly's a pick-me for Beyonce. Just all types of just stupid shit. Just like when they had that hashtag. Remember a few years ago, I did a video on it. The hashtag Poor Michelle. Remember, everybody was dragging Michelle Williams, talking about, oh, she's the poor one out of Destiny's Child. She gets the worst verses. She fell on BT's 106 in Park, and they just left her on the ground. That was like the craziest hashtag. And Michelle shut that shit down with one tweet. She said, oh, poor Michelle. Well, my accountant thinks otherwise. Okay? My accountant doesn't think I'm poor at all. Like, people are so silly, as if Michelle wasn't getting paid no matter what. She was still a part of the group. So they've always tried to make this divide between Kelly, Michelle, and Beyonce, but specifically Beyonce and Kelly. Then we're not even going to get into the whole colorism, the light skin, dark skin thing. It's just ridiculous. So you have Peter Rosenberg. Again, this is what happens when you just, let anybody just, call themselves a hip hop head. He was on, oh my gosh, he was on this shit for the WWE. What was I watching? And it was just annoying the hell out of me. I'm like, why is he here doing commentary? I don't know if it was on Dark Side of the Ring. It was on one of these, it was a wrestling thing I was watching. And here comes Peter Rosenberg, just offering his commentary. Did y'all see? It was like this wrestling thing. And I don't know if it was like a new wrestling thing. I don't think it was Dark Side of the Ring. It was another wrestling thing that Vice had. And he was just offering all this unwanted commentary. Sir, why are you here? I don't care if you're a wrestling fan. I want to hear from real wrestling commentators. You're supposed to be a so-called hip-hop person. I was very annoyed. Very annoyed. So let me go ahead and play y'all this audio of him talking to Kelly. And the thing that was crazy is that Kelly was she was dropping knowledge. Like, bro, don't compare me. She's literally trying to save him by letting him know, no, that's my sister. She's not dimming my light. And he's so slow, he's not even picking up on the social cues that she's dropping. That's the part that's insane. So let me go ahead and play this here. Give me just a second.
Angie gave you flowers for your ability to play second to Beyonce, which for so many, everyone who gets, I can only speak for me, everyone who gets in the entertainment business gets into it to be the man, right? Just me working with Ebro takes my own ego. Hates it. Yeah, hates it. It's my own. My ego has to be in check. Even though when he's not here, I'm like, you know what? I kind of prefer Ebro come back. But it does take an ego check. And you happen to be standing next to the brightest light on planet Earth. Like, you think Big Boy from Outkast has it tough being next to Andre. You're with Beyonce, and not only did you not like fight it, it seems like you really loved the position that you were in and took it seriously. And
here's the thing. Light attracts light. I am light. So I am a beautiful brown shining light. So I don't think anybody's light dims anyone else's. I think that when other people start to compare you, I think that that's when it shows how dim they are of themselves. So I don't take somebody else trying to dim my light anymore for anybody else. I love B. I know that she's a light, but I know that I'm a light too.
But it's also created such an interesting role for you where, like, you could have rested on your laurels and just been like, hey, I'm a part of this iconic group. My best friend's the biggest star in the world. We kick ass. We're awesome.
Yes, and her best friend / sister is one of the big stars in the world too. So it's like people only see things one-sided. You know what I mean? So I don't like when they just put one person in one place. Like, we both shine together. I'm shining with Marseille. We're shining together. Right. It's always been like patriarchy to me, or even now, like everybody's actually taking the hit up and start to believe this thing where, well, only one woman can do this and they shine the biggest. Right. My sister has knocked down doors and made positions for so many women that look like her, that are deeper shades than her or brighter or whatever, but specifically for Black women, and put Black women in other places that, you know, we're grateful for. You know what I mean? But also somebody else did that for her. And another group has done that for us.
And you're doing that for other
people. I do it for other brown girls.
Yeah.
So it's just a cycle and a space for all of us to open up doors for each other instead of compare. Don't be so limited. And that's
all right. Let me come back on the screen. Kelly said a mouthful, and she was right. It's like it gets old. The constant comparing and acting like there can only be one woman. You know, Kelly has done so much in her career. You know what I'm saying? She's built her own way. She's, you know, her own person. And I just don't like when he used the word, you know, playing second fiddle. Playing second fiddle to what? That check don't say second fiddle. You know, like he tried to compare what he does to an international pop superstar group. Like, you might be old man Ebro's co-host, and that's fine, but Kelly is not Beyonce's co-host. She's an equal singer on the stage with her, and they have been friends since childhood. So it was just such a stupid question. The fact that he still didn't get it was insane. Excuse me. Now, he did apologize. So let me see here if I can pull up his apology. We had posted it on my page. He's so ridiculous. All right, here goes his apology. Okay. So he says, I messed up. Sorry, Kelly Rowland. It wasn't remotely my intention, but my intentions don't always matter. I will take the L. Still playing Nelly and Kelly at my wedding. Shut your ass up, sir. What? And he's still acting like Kelly don't have her own solo hits. And then the Nelly and Kelly song was about, you know what I'm saying? She's creeping on her baby daddy with somebody else. Like, he's an idiot. He's just like, sir, stop. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. It's not a damn song that you play at your wedding, dummy. What is he talking about? Still gonna play Nelly and Kelly? As if Kelly has no, you know, singles of her own. He's a weirdo, but I'm glad that, you know, Kelly Rowland basically put him in this place. Because at the end of the day, her light is not dim because of who Beyonce is. You know what I'm saying? Kelly is her own person. Like, Beyonce, to me, she kind of exemplifies old school, like, celebrities. You don't see her mixing and mingling with a lot of people. She's mainly with her husband and her kids. And that's just how Beyonce gets down. Beyonce don't even really follow anybody on social media. I think she follows like maybe one person, two people, whatever. But Kelly's the complete opposite of Beyonce. You see Kelly everywhere. You see her mixing and mingling. You see her running with Lala and, all types of different people. That is Kelly's personality. And I think that's what I like about all of them. They have their own friend groups, but then they can all still come back together and just, act like sisters. I remember it was funny because one day, I think it was after Beyonce had Blue Ivy, and people were attacking Kelly and Michelle for not like tweeting, oh, Queen B gave birth, and like they just act like they have to like exalt her. And so they were like going in, they were like dragging Michelle. They said something about Kelly too, like, oh, how dare y'all not over here, congratulating Queen B. And a lot of this mess comes from the fans, particularly the Beehive. And so finally, Michelle got online and was like, why do I have to come online and congratulate her? Bitch, I have her number. I'm at the hospital with Beyonce. Like, what are y'all talking about? It was like all this like chaos after she had the baby because Kelly and Michelle didn't come online to congratulate her. As if a tweet equates real love, real family. Like, it's just weird. It's very... All I see is bees. I'm telling you, these fans, they're the ones who create most of the mess. It be these fandoms that do that. It really do. Like, they were like really going off on them. And it's like, y'all understand they actually like roll with Beyonce. Like, Beyonce's actually their sister from another mister. They don't have to come on here and tweet anything. While y'all mad that they're not tweeting, they're actually holding and rocking Blue Ivy. What are y'all talking about? So I think Kelly's just over it. You could tell by the time they got to that question, she was just like really annoyed because she doesn't have to play second fiddle to anybody. Everybody in that group has bought something. Even the girls who got kicked out the damn group. You know what I'm saying? The old Destiny's Child, bitch. That damn album, Writings on the Wall, will forever be a classic. Every song banged from start to finish. I remember being in high school when that came out. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite albums to this day. Like Destiny's Child is iconic. And, Peter Rosenberg, go sit your ass down. He definitely took an L for that. And I'm glad Kelly, spoke up. And I think when she was speaking, she wasn't just talking to him. She was addressing everybody. Because like I said, people have been doing this to her and Beyonce ever since they stepped on the scene. Ever since. It's just been this whole comparison. And it just doesn't make any sense. Both these women are queens and they are just dope in their own right. So I'm glad like she definitely put that out there. Yeah, Latavia and Latoya were both very, very talented. I think Latavia, she went through a lot. I think she's been in rehab and a few things have happened to her. But I think she's on the right track now. But yeah, they were all very talented. Now, I don't know about that Farrah Franklin girl. She was only there for like maybe a month or two. I don't know too much about her. No comment on Farrah. But yeah, I know Latavia and Latoya, they put in work from the time they were children. So Latoya Luckett had a #1 album. Yeah, she did. She did. Nah, what album did Farrah drop? Maybe I missed it. Nobody knows? Okay. All right. Didn't think so. Y'all play too much. Okay, none. Just like I suspected. So again, like I said, I have no comment on Farrah Franklin. Mm-hmm. Look, somebody said, who's Farrah? I know you young. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything. You blinked, she was there. You blinked again, she was gone. All right, so let me go ahead. I want to talk about this whole Saweetie situation. Oh, we gotta talk about this, honey. Okay. Whoo, the internet is big mad right now at Miss Saweetie. Miss Saweetie done dropped a new track. And she's throwing shots at Quavo, Honcho. So in this new song, what is the new song called, child? I had it written down. I can't find it. It's a new song. She dropped a new album or a new EP. So she has a bunch of songs on there. And so people are feeling away because they feel like she's doing too much. I can't play the song. I listened to the whole song. I honestly, I liked it. I thought it was funny. I liked it. So a lot of people are saying that she's being disrespectful. Somebody says, as Saweetie, he just buried his brother. This wasn't right. This wasn't the right moment for you to drop that weak ass song. You had plenty of chances to say something. So why wait until this man is at his lowest to drop a diss track about them? Now watch how God humbles you. Well, rest in peace, Takeoff. Then this other person says, somebody tell that Saweetie, we don't care about little baby spending $100K on her at Chanel. Did you? Middle finger, Kiari, or no? I guess they meant the F word. Did you fuck? That's what we wanted to know. Somebody else says, Saweetie, is too early. God damn. Another person says she's actually did okay. It just sounds like the same as her other flows. She would eat something up if she switched it up a bit. Anybody else? Somebody else says, anybody saying Saweetie is wrong for clearing her name is weird as F. Oh, this is good. Welcome back, Saweetie. So yeah, this is causing a lot of controversy. Like I said, I can't play the song if you guys haven't heard it. She's basically going in and she's talking about, fuck niggas saying her name. They don't know like how to act when they're fucking with a pretty girl and fucking on some pretty coochie. The tip, I knew that's how Saweetie was gonna come at it. Saweetie gonna rap about her look. She gonna let you know she's pretty. So let you know that she got a pretty coochie and the same old, right? But I thought it was funny. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I like Saweetie for the most part. Is she like the best rapper out there? No, but my best friend, that song with her and Doja, I love that song. She has like a lot of bop. She has like a lot of just fun music. Now, I find it very interesting that all of a sudden, everybody's upset about Saweetie doing what the fuck she's supposed to do as a rapper. Now, remember last week, because some of y'all was in y'all's feelings in my last live about Megan. I feel like this whole situation, I didn't say that she was very lyrical. Stop. Y'all be trying to put words in my mouth. I didn't say all that. I liked the song. I thought it was cute. Now, what I said in my last stream about Meg Thee Stallion, remember she was upset about Drake's double entendre. Him insinuating that she lied about the shooting and, that stuff. And I said in that live stream, I don't like the fact that one moment her, Drake, and 21 Savage are signing petitions saying that rappers should be allowed to rap about anything under the sun and it shouldn't be used against them in a court of law. Remember, they all signed that petition along with all the major labels. And I said, instead of her tweeting and trying to, Black women, we're being attacked. They're dragging me. They're dogpiling me. I said, go to the studio. Do what female rappers have always done. That's what I said. And I stand by that. The reason why I'm not mad at Saweetie in this situation, because Saweetie did what she had to do. She didn't get online and say, Black women, I'm being attacked. These dudes, let's keep it real. They've been dragging her since at the beginning of 2021, late 2020. They've been dragging her and insinuating that she's a pass around. Lil Baby and Quavo. Now, what initially happened is when all that beef came out, remember when Cardi and Nicki and they were all beefing and going back and forth during the Super Freaky Girl remix, and all the girls that were on the track were going back and forth with Cardi. I sat there and I watched a lot of we see them in the chat, we see y'all unicorns. The Barbs started spreading a rumor that Saweetie was sleeping with Offset. And that was the real reason for the group breaking up. That rumor came from the Barbs. Let's keep that real. Okay? Now, I never fed into it. I didn't believe it at all. The drama with the Migos comes from the whole mess with QC, mainly Pierre Thomas. Okay? Remember, they had all initially sued P and QC because he had them under the same lawyer. They found out the lawyer was taking money. They were missing, there was millions of dollars unaccounted for. They were all together in that lawsuit. All of a sudden, the lawsuit was quietly dropped. Then you see Quavo and Takeoff over here. Okay? So they're rolling right now with P and QC. You see Offset over here. Then they end up breaking up. They're no longer a group. Okay? What I have always felt, and this is me keeping it real, is that Quavo was capitalizing on that rumor that the Barb started being messy. Hence the name of the music video. Remember in that video, Quavo took shots at her first. He was in the elevator. He had the Call of Duty box. Just like when he got caught in that elevator scene with Saweetie. Let me show y'all in case y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Quavo, this is from the Messy music video. And you see the same Call of Duty box. And in that music video, he ends up rapping saying, Carisha, please. I don't know all the lyrics. Let me see if I wrote it down. I don't have the lyrics memorized. He says, bitch, fuck my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. Not at all. That's my ad lib. You wanted the gang, you should have just said it. We would have blessed it. Now this shit got messy. Okay? That was about Saweetie. All right? And he's insinuating that Saweetie slept with his dog. But before he said that, the bars were already saying that Saweetie had slept with Offset. And that was the real reason why they weren't cool. That was why Saweetie wasn't able to do the FNF remix. Remember, she had... It's not funny, but it's funny. Remember, she paid for Glorilla and all her ratchet friends, honey. That's what they call them, so the ratchet friends. She paid for all Glorilla and her ratchet friends to come out to LA, put them in designer labels, paid for studio time. They did a whole FNF remix, and I don't know what the fuck happened. It never dropped. The song is online, but they never dropped it. They never really promoted it, right? So people were saying that was another aha moment, like, see, that's proof. You know what I'm saying? Because then Cardi ended up working with Glorilla, and Tomorrow 2 was a smash hit. This is why I be in these damn Twitter streets. Okay? I be in these Twitter streets. That is what everybody was saying. That is why FNF Remix with Saweetie didn't come out. But it came out with the other girls, Lotto and JT. But Saweetie's version, and Saweetie paid for everything, never really came out like that. So a lot of the barbs were using that as an aha moment. You know, they're trying to put all these little connections together and saying, see, that's proof. That's proof. So I believe what Quavo did, because Quavo be on Twitter like everybody else. He's seeing all this drama brewing, people, you know, insinuating that there was a hookup between Offset and Saweetie. So at that time, Quavo wasn't fooling with Offset. They're not getting along. And let's keep it real. Okay? Y'all, now I'm going to keep it real. Y'all wasn't banging Neff and Few like that. Y'all not ready for that conversation. Okay? Neff and Few, the album came out. Y'all was not banging it like that. Yeah, I said it. Okay? So, I believe he felt like, damn, that album didn't really go anywhere. So, let me jump onto the hype of all this scandalous shit. I'm not saying the album wasn't hot. I'm just saying that people were not banging that album like that. Nobody was talking about the Neff and Few album. Once it dropped, you heard a few things, and then it quickly just people moved on to whatever the next project was. Let's not act like when Lil Baby drops an album, you're not hearing chatter about it for months on end. I didn't see that with the Neff and Few album. That's just me keeping it real. But y'all can try and switch it up now because Takeoff has passed, because that's what the internet does. But I'm going to keep it real over here. So I believe, thank you, Aaliyah said it came and went. I believe since that album didn't do what they thought it was going to do, it didn't, last as long as they thought, Quavo took that upon himself. Because remember, before the Messy video came out at the end of October, that lyric is what went viral on social media. Remember, I believe it was like October 7th. It was around my youngest son's birthday. Y'all messy for that. It was around his birthday. And I remember the Shade Room, everybody was posting it. Oh, Quavo's talking about Saweetie. Oh, he's spilling tea, this and that. And that part about Carisha, please. Remember that line was all over the Shade Room. It was all over the blogs. Saweetie had just went on Carisha's show. So that was definitely a shot at her. But a lot of people were then saying, no, this is probably about her and Lil Baby. Because we don't see Offset smashing, Saweetie. That's too close. That's family. Their issues with QC and the label. So either way, for months, people have been insinuating that this lady has smashed either Offset or Lil Baby. That has been the talk on the streets. Let's keep that shit real. Not one time, because remember, Saweetie had posted that picture in the hotel room. She's sitting on this dude's laps, and all you see is, black pants and some black shoes. And they said Lil Baby had also happened to be in Las Vegas at the same time, too. And he had on, guess what? Black pants and black shoes, because, only Lil Baby can wear black pants and black shoes. No other man in the world owns a pair of black pants and black shoes. So, the internet sleuths, they put that all together. So people, that's why they had that rumor tied to her, saying that she either slept with Offset or she slept with Lil Baby. So when Quavo came out with that line, okay, in his song, he knew what he was doing. And people ran with it. People was calling her all types of whores on social media. She was being slut shamed. I felt like she got a lot of dragging and disrespect when people really had no real proof on if she smashed either guy. Okay? But one thing I respect, girl, Lil Baby and Jada confirmed it. No, Lil Baby went on to a radio show and he said that it wasn't him. Don't have me pull the receipt. Lil Baby said that he didn't sleep with her. Let me see if I can pull up the thing. He said he didn't sleep with her. Y'all don't have to believe him, but that's what he said. He came out, he said, well, no, I didn't sleep with her. It wasn't me. A lot of people felt like he was lying. But now, let's say this. Okay, even if he did sleep with her, what y'all gonna do about it? Y'all be so worried about where, what these young girls are doing with their body. How does that, even if she slept with Lil Baby, okay? Lil Baby, well, I don't know if he's single or not again, because him and Jada, they be on and off again, so I don't know. But even if she smashed Lil Baby, they're both grown. Why is that an issue? And before y'all be like, well, Lil Baby and Quavo, no. They're not friends like that. Now, they can, act like everything's cool now because, he sent a message about Takeoff's passing. Before Takeoff passed, everybody needs to remember, they weren't cool like that. Remember, wasn't it Peter Rosenberg? Wasn't it messy Peter Rosenberg? They had asked them, how do y'all feel about, Lil Baby taking over? Oh, he's the new hot thing with QC. He's doing his thing for the South. Are y'all listening to the Lil Baby album? Was that not Peter Rosenberg? I might be wrong. Who had asked Neff and Few? Because it was, no, Migos, it was the whole Migos, yeah. Takeoff was there too, it was 3 of them. About it, and they all just sat there like, yeah. And then it got real awkward. And he's like, well, y'all listening to the album? Yeah, we heard it. So let's not act like they were all like cool. They just shared a label together. Okay. Yeah, I believe. I don't be forgetting shit. I don't know why. Why do I remember that interview? But yeah, I believe it was Peter Rosenberg. He's a messy one. He's a messy one. And that's how that whole thing got out about them not getting along and all types of messy stuff. But back to the story at hand. I'm happy that she responded. This is what you're supposed to do as a rapper. Okay? Now, people can say the timing is off. Yeah, the timing might be a little bit suspect, but I don't think Saweetie owes them any type of timing. Did they think about her mental health? Her timing when they dropped the Carisha Please line and, threw shots at her to help that single, go viral? No, they didn't. I don't think she owes him anything. I don't think she owes him anything. This is rap. She actually got on the track and rapped. She didn't turn into Twitter fingers. She actually went into the studio. I can't do nothing but respect that. These folks been dragging her for a year and a half, making her out to be like she's just the smut of the industry. She didn't cry about it. She wasn't on Twitter saying, oh, they're slut shaming me, wah, wah, wah. She went into the studio. And regardless if you don't think Saweetie can rap or you think her flow is the same or she's boring or this wasn't the time and place, Saweetie went the MC route. And I can't do nothing but respect that. She went the same route as Lil' Kim. When Tupac caught Lil' Kim ugly, Lil' Kim wasn't no damn Twitter, but she damn sure wasn't on the radio crying about it. She went into the booth. How many times has Nicki Minaj been drugged and thrown shots at by men? Remember, Gucci Mane really disrespected Nicki. He said she smashed all the homies. He did this and that to her. Remember, he went on that tirade years ago when he used to be high off of lean and shit and had that big ass pregnancy belly, the old Gucci. Y'all remember the old Gucci with that pregnancy belly? He woke up one night on Twitter and chose violence. Said he fucked Nicki and passed her around, went in on Nicki. Did Nicki go to Twitter and cry? She went into the booth and drug his ass. A looking ass nigga. Okay? So that's my point. Everybody wants the title of rapper and MC. And then when a rapper actually goes into... I did call him pregnant Gucci. I'm sorry, the shade, honey. He did used to look like he was pregnant, child. Like he was about to give birth any day. He look good now, though. The new Gucci look good, honey. That new, that clone Gucci, he looked really nice. Got a nice old six pack. But y'all remember the old pregnant Gucci? He was a sight to behold back then. He was messy. But she actually did what she was supposed to do. She went into the booth and she addressed the situation. She rapped about it. Caught them fuck boys, Said if I fuck you, you don't tell my business. You don't put my business out there. So I'm here for it. And y'all can say, oh, well, the timing is off. Well, I don't expect Quavo to go into the studio and, throw shots at her back. No, but I don't think she did it, quote unquote, on purpose for this timing. I think that album was getting ready to roll out anyways. Nobody could have predicted that Takeoff was going to pass. You know what I'm saying? That I'm sure when she was making this song, she didn't say, I'm going to release it on this date 2 weeks after his death. That's not how it works. All of this stuff was already pre-planned. It was already going to be rolling out anyways. It's just unfortunate Takeoff died, but the record labels and stuff, they put a lot of money into these rollouts and into these projects. So they're not going to push it back like that. Matter of fact, Offset's album was supposed to be released this month as well. I believe November 22nd. He ended up pushing that back. And that makes sense. That was his family. So I get why that was pushed back. But Saweetie don't owe them no loyalty. Saweetie's over it at this point. She's like, I got something to say, and she said it. So I'm not mad at her. I'm here for it. Shit, that's hip hop. You know, y'all love to scream hip hop and, you know, rappers and, you know, beef and going back and forth and keeping on wax. And then when somebody does that, now it's, hey, wrong timing. That's too harsh. Nobody cares. No. She did what she was supposed to do. Like I said, they've been going in on her for months now. Her name has been tied to both these guys. You know, she's been used as internet fodder. And the second she wants to clap back, now it's an issue. That's not how it works. So I'm not mad at her responding at all. I'm not mad at her responding. I think her going in and responding, you know, that's what she's supposed to do as a rapper. She calls herself a rapper. She went and she did that. You know, like I said, the timing, I can't really say too much about the timing because I don't think she picked the timing. But I also don't think that she owed them to push her project back. Because if the shoes were on the other foot and Saweetie was going through something very public and personal, you think they're going to push back their album and their singles and all that? Absolutely not. Nobody's going to push back anything for Saweetie. Let's keep that real. So I don't think that she really owed it to him to push back anything. I know a lot of folks are saying that she should have sent condolences or said something about Takeoff. That wouldn't even make any sense. And would that have even been really sincere? When they had just, you know, granted, he didn't say the lyrics, you know, don't get me wrong, Takeoff didn't say anything, but he's on that song. You know, so and for her, it's like, even if she would have said something, the fans probably would have attacked her anyways. So I think it was better that she didn't say anything. Because it's not like they had a, you know, their breakup was pretty messy. So I think it was better that she didn't speak on it. Somebody said the song is going to be a flop. I mean, it can be a flop. I mean, it makes me no difference if it flops or if it goes number one. The point is she did what a rapper is supposed to do. She actually got into the booth instead of crying on Twitter and rapped. That's the point. So regardless if it flops or not, she's like, I'm a rapper and I'm going to respond back to these guys and what they're saying about me. So I didn't see all this sympathy for her when they were, you know, using her, you know, as fodder and using her in lines and saying stuff. I think Little Baby also may have had a line about her too in one of his songs, if I'm not mistaken. But my head hurts. I can't say for sure. Y'all can write in the chat. My head's still spinning. But, you know, like nobody showed her any sympathy. People, you know, imagine how embarrassing that is. Back on October 7th when that line came out and everything was viral. Even Carisha and them, DJ Academics said they were laughing at her. They went, because people were talking about it. They kept adding this City Girls. Ooh, y'all heard that line? Ooh, Carisha, please. And she replied back with like crying emojis. And I don't know. I guess you can read them different ways. Some people say that crying emoji is that you're laughing so hard you're crying. Other people are saying that, no, you're literally crying. So I don't know. But a lot of people are saying that, you know, even the City Girls are laughing at her. But I think it was just a regular crying emoji. Like almost like, dang, you know, we don't know what to say. We're kind of stuck in the middle. But, you know, Carisha ain't gonna, you know, she ain't gonna turn down no free promo, bitch. She's like, shit. Y'all go watch Carisha, please. She's not gonna turn down no free promo. But yeah, imagine that. But, you know, nobody felt any sympathy for her back on October 7th. But now all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're wrong. Nah. I can't co-sign that. Yeah, I think, yeah, with that, no, it wasn't that one. It was the one with the two crying, like with the waterworks coming down, that emoji, not the one tear. Yeah, that one. Oh, that's laughter? Oh, that's laughter. Oh, maybe I'm old, child. I thought that was crying. So when I use that, people, oh man, I've been using that wrong then. I'll be on Discord using that emoji, thinking I'm writing, I'm crying, and I'm laughing. Okay, so that means laughing? I'm too old for this shit. How is that laughing? That looks like it's crying, like waterworks. That's what I assumed it was, waterworks. It's definitely a laugh. It's definitely a laughter emoji on the internet. Oh, okay. Y'all done taught me something new, honey. So now I need to use that that emoji accordingly. Because I be thinking I'm crying, like, oh, I'm crying. And people like, about this? It be a serious topic, and I be using that emoji, thinking it means like I'm really sad. So that means you're crying with laughter. Oh, okay. See, we learn new shit every day. Y'all be teaching me stuff that I do not know. So the crying emoji is a single teardrop. Oh, okay. So they were laughing at her. Because I was like, well, no, it looks like they're sad for her. Because she wrote it about 100 times. It was like the crying. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's really sad for her. So she's really laughing. Carisha, you're a shady bitch. So Carisha was laughing. Okay, all right. Well, per the young folks, that's what it means. And Carisha's closer to y'all's age than I am, so she knew what she was doing. But yeah, I think at this point, Saweetie is just defending herself, so I'm not mad at her at all. I'm not mad. Let me see here. I want to hit on this before I go. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. Shout out to all 12,000 people in here. Thanks for the 9 o'clock. Time is flying. Look, somebody else said I learned something too. Good. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm like, I can't be the only one who was using that wrong. Let's see here. Ace Siri Watts sent $349 in TBH money. I don't know how much that is. Let's see here. Somebody says, is that you, Peter? Oh, hey, how you doing, Patricia? Please have a seat. LOL. Oh, you must be talking about Peter Rosenberg. Thank you for the super chat, love. Peter is messy. Mean Click said, Twitter is shutting down. I don't know what is going on with Twitter at this point. I think if he ends up shutting it down, he's going to file bankruptcy and get some more, government welfare. I think Elon knows what he's doing, but it's funny now because there's some people who got blue check marks. I'm like, why do you have a blue check mark? I'm talking about I've seen names who I know for a fact did not have a blue check mark 2 weeks ago. One of my cousins, this fool got about 10 followers. I said, who verified you? I just went ahead and signed. I said, yeah, Twitter ain't shit. Like, anybody can just have a blue check mark at this point. He wants his money. Not you, Surrey. Shut up. But yeah, I don't know if it's shutting down. If it does, it may in the future, but it's going to be interesting. It's a mess right now, though, as it stands. It's a mess. And it was funny with all the people getting those verified check marks for those spam and those fake accounts, the trolling accounts. That was funny. They came out talking about LeBron James wanted to trade. They was causing all types of chaos. There was like a fake fast food one. I forgot which fast food place, but they was talking about like the chicken wasn't real, and they were like really like destroying certain brands. It was crazy. Twitter was a mess with that blue check mark. It was. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Scorpion says, Beyonce and Kelly were raised as sisters in the same house. The Knowles raised Kelly. They are sisters. People just be doing the most. I definitely agree. Thank you so much. Casey says, hey, T, get well soon. Hit the like button, y'all. Yes, y'all. Please hit the like button. We got 12,000 people in here. 4,000 likes. It's not mathing. The math ain't mathing. Hit that like button for me. So thank you so much. Therapy Queen sent $100. Thank you, Therapy Queen. She says, hey, T, just wanted to let you and everyone know I am a homeowner. You were right. The very frustrating process was worth it. You are the best. Oh, my gosh. Congratulations to you on your new home. And I'm so glad everything worked out. Y'all know I've been encouraging my tea sippers since about late 2020, 2021 to buy a home. Don't y'all listen to that damn own nothing and be happy bullshit. Please, if you guys can, keep trying. Don't worry about them interest rates, because that's what they're doing to scare people off. Oh no, the interest rate is going up to 6%. That damn rent is going up too. I'd rather be paying $3,000 a month for my own home than for a 2-bedroom apartment. So if you can, like I've been telling y'all, clean up your credit. Get your credit score up and start applying for homes. Another thing, while we're talking about ownership, because a lot of these major companies have been buying out homes, single family homes, because as we know, brick and mortar businesses are about to be obsolete. So a lot of these companies have now started buying townhomes, single family homes, and they're renting it out to people for just crazy amounts of money. But because people need housing, they're willing to pay it. There's something else going on that people are not understanding either. Farms are now going through the same situation as the housing market. And that really started in 2020, where you had these major corporations coming in and paying cash for homes, buying up new developments. They're now doing that with farmland. So they're now pressuring farmers, to give up their farms for X amount of dollars. And a lot of farmers are not getting paid what they deserve. They're not receiving their subsidies. So you have a lot of farmers who are now giving up their farms to these corporations. And from what I'm researching, it looks like these corporations are now trying to get into like the beef business, the milk, the eggs, poultry. So you're going to start having corporations who are now running and owning these farms as opposed to farmers. So that is the latest coming down the pipeline. So I suggest y'all do more research on that. So if you can own something, owning your own home, that is always a good thing, but of course, just understand your finances, your budget. But most importantly, before you go looking for a home, make sure your credit is up to par. So that way you can get the best, loans possible. But congratulations, Therapy Queen, on your new home. Let's see here. Kizzy says, not the grown-ass barbs in this chat. Not you coming for the barbs. Oh, yeah, them barbs be grown, honey. And work very hard all day, every day. A lot of them fandoms be grown people. I remember I met this Barty Gang lady. She was legit in her late 50s. And it just shocked me because you think like fandom people, especially ones who sit online all day talking, a lot of people tend to think that they're like, oh, under the age of 21. Shit. This lady used to go so hard. Bless her heart. It got to the point it was putting a strain on her marriage. It's not funny, but it's funny. And I said, your marriage? She was like, yeah, my husband is just really upset. And he's saying I'm spending too much time on this Cardi shit. And I said, your husband? I said, well, how old are you? This lady was in her 50s. You can't make this stuff up. And when I tell you she went hard, don't say anything about Cardi. She's there with a red shoe. She did work, but she be sneaking at work, posting, and she was like, I was shocked. I'm like, this lady is old enough to be my mother. I wish my mom would. Mom, you don't get to work? You ever here standing for Cardi or Nicki or whoever? Hell no. A lot of them people who run them fan pages, they be big grown people with big ages. And most don't be getting paid a dime. It was literally taking a toll on her marriage. Her husband was like, this is just too much. Is Cardi B paying you? She was like, no, but look at all the followers. She was getting paid in followers. It was just the funniest. I was shocked when she told me her age. I said, wow. I said, sis, you might want to retire. I think your husband of like 30 years is more important than a fandom. Or maybe it's just me, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to let no fandom come between me and my husband. It's just, maybe that's just me. But yeah, a lot of these fandoms be grown people. So yeah, Kels, don't be shocked. A lot of them barbs in there are grown. Big and grown. They're Nicki's age. Okay? Let's see here. Little Baby has a song called Dog featuring Quavo. I think he's talking about Little Baby, not Offset. That's the reason for the collaboration is called My Dog. Yeah, I think he was talking about Little Baby too. I never believed the whole Offset and Sweetie rumor. Their falling off is strictly business. And I think that's the saddest part with all of this, with Takeoff's passing, is the fact that they're never, all three of them, going to be able to make amends. You know, like they really allowed the industry and Q and the label P and QC to basically break up their family unit. And I think that's the part that's just the most devastating in all of that, you know. Now I did hear Pierre's mama, she was on who? Oh, y'all stole that lady tape. I didn't even know Gigi, it was her recording. I heard this recording on so many people's YouTube channels. I didn't know where the original source came from. And then, like, one of my friends sent me the link to listen to the whole 2 hours. And it's basically audio of Pierre Thomas, who is the owner, along with Coach K, of QC. And allegedly, it's the mom. And she's blasting him and talking about how he tried to sacrifice her. And she believes that her own son, you know, sacrificed Takeoff, and, you know, how the industry has changed them. It was very crazy, you know, but shout out to Gigi. That was her audio, but for some reason everybody stole it and just, you know, ran with it like it was theirs. But nothing in the industry shocks me at this point. But I just think, though, it's just sad because that was real family that was fractured behind, you know, business dealings, you know, and that's the part that's just really hurtful. I don't know if they'll ever be able to pick back up musically. You know, maybe in the future, Offset and Quavo might get together and do a project. You know, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, but that's the part that's always unfortunate when an artist dies, is the label ends up making so much money because, again, a lot of these artists are worth more in their death than when they were alive. And especially with a lot of labels having insurance policies on artists. And that's a real thing because artists are assets to these labels. It's no different than when, like, you hear about, like, Tina Turner. She has her legs insured. Or basketball players. A lot of them have, like, their legs insured, ankles and stuff like that, because they are a commodity, you know, for that industry. And if something happens to them, you know, these companies stand to lose millions of dollars. So a lot of these major artists, they have, you know, clauses on them. They have insurances on these artists. So that's the part that's just really, really sad. Was it confirmed to be his mom? That's the part I don't know. Now I can say that, you know, per her accent, it was definitely somebody from Atlanta. That was a Gwinnett County accent, but again, that's why I said allegedly. I know he's had issues with his mom in the past, but, you know, they say it's his mom, but he hasn't addressed it, so I don't know. And I don't think he's gonna address it. P tends to be more quiet. He doesn't really, you know, come online and go back and forth. I mean, him and Offset, they went back and forth at one point, but it's very rare. You know, that's not really his style. So he hasn't addressed it at all. Somebody said you heard the mom was on drugs. Maybe. Who got issues with their mama? P from QC. The mom was out here blasting folks. Oh, Maya sent $1.99, says T, it's Unk and Few. What was I calling it? Few and Unk? I was calling it Neff and Unk. Oh. Unk and Few. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, the album Unk and Few. I was calling it Neff and Unk. Child, y'all know me. I'm dyslexic. Okay, so Sio says Sweetie is a cancer. I can't speak for all cancers, but when we are hurt, we fall back to process and go into our shell until we are ready to come out. I'm not surprised that she took time to speak out about it. Okay. I didn't know she was a Cancer. But that makes sense. Thank you for the super chat, love. Just, I don't even know what to say. There's like a 3 in your name. Just me, yes me, I think. Okay. Says, love you, T, love your content. Can you wish my son Josiah a happy birthday? He turned 10 yesterday. Happy 10th birthday to you, Josiah. Thank you for being a baby tea sipper. Yes, it's that time of year, all these birthdays. Are we in Scorpio season yet? I think we're in Scorpio season, right? Shout out to all the Scorpios out there. Let's see here. Bougie Barbie said, funny how Elon Musk ruined Twitter in time for Trump's return. Sip. Yeah, Trump is coming back, and Nancy Pelosi just retired today. I thought that was very interesting. She shouted out all the presidents but Trump. She said, fuck him. She was like, yeah, shout out to Barack and George Bush. She just skipped right over Trump. I fell out. I said, ooh, the shade, honey. Them two cannot stand each other. Let's see here. Kate the Great says, I love the chocolate hair. What are you cooking for Thanksgiving? I'm going to my granny's house. Turkey leg dish in the air fryer. Enjoy your night, Auntie. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know what I'm cooking yet, but we're doing Thanksgiving over here. So I don't know what I'm going to cook yet. I won't know until like next week. But I'm excited for it, though. I am. Let's see here. Danielle says, hey, Auntie, I've been watching you since 2002. Y'all are a mess. I've been sipping since inside the womb, but been watching since 6th grade. I'm in university now. Love you. Love you too. Y'all be cracking me up with that. I've been here since 1492. All right, so those are my thoughts on the Saweetie Quavo situation. We got to talk about Stinky b.simone. So b.simone is out. I don't know what's wrong with her at this point. She's out here talking about she don't take showers for days at a time. I don't know who asked for this information, why celebrities keep telling us about their hygiene or lack thereof. But she's basically saying that, she can go several days without showering. Basically, she's very busy. She's grinding really hard, I guess. So let me go ahead and play y'all this audio of her talking on her podcast. She has one of her female friends on there, and she has a male co-host on there as well. And she's basically talking about how she just doesn't wash her ass on a daily basis. I guess it's some type of flex. I don't know. I'm confused. But let me go ahead and play this for y'all. Y'all go ahead and listen to this.
Oh, nasty. I know you, so.
What do I do that's nasty, Sarah?
I'm not going to say that.
What? Don't shower every day? I don't shower every day.
I don't think a lot of women shower every day.
Is that nasty?
Yeah, is that a normal thing for women, though, right?
It's like,
at least like 2 days.
Out of the week?
I don't know what I'm saying. Like, you can miss 2 days.
I mean, yeah.
Like, if it's
max.
a Monday.
Yeah, I'm not going out 3-4 days.
Yeah,
unless I'm, like, thugging it.
You take a shower on Wednesday.
But when was you thugging it?
Like.
If you take a shower on Monday, when's the next time you're taking a shower?
Wednesday.
At least Thursday morning.
So 2 full days. So 3
Monday,
days.
Tuesday. Oh, Wednesday.
Thursday, Wednesday.
But I mean, a Thursday probably has happened.
Like Monday morning, then Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Like
if we're super busy, I'd rather sleep than shower.
I'm saying, do you
It is. There is. Because you can do a quick one too.
Long as it cool down there,
Ain't nobody down there.
Okay. I'm saying that in.
But see, then it's like, okay, why you only showering when you get a nigga?
Because he down there. Because he down there.
You smelled so good yesterday.
You say what?
Do I even need to be on this podcast?
Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like what? I don't understand. Like, why is this even a conversation? And it's not just b.simone. Like, there's been all types of like white influencers, white celebrities who just like, oh, I don't wash. I wash once a week. I don't wash my feet. I don't use deodorant. I don't bathe my kids. Who's asking for all of this? Like, what? This is just weird. And then, I hate like when you have like the extremes. People like, oh, I shower 3 times a day. Shut up, bitch. Stop. Y'all be doing too much with that too. Like trying to make yourself seem super, super clean. At least once a day. I don't understand why you would need to shower 3 times a day, but at least once a day. You know what I'm saying? Or okay, you're thugging it out. So you miss a day. Are you that much of a thug you can't shower the next day? Like, I'm not understanding like what are we thugging that we're going 3-4 days without showering? It's insane. Like, I remember dudes used to say that on the block. Oh, I've been out here hustling. I'm out here hustling. I don't have time to shower every day. You're disgusting. And they would act like it's okay because they're guys. Your balls are literally stuck to your leg. Go get in the shower. You've been on the block in the same funky outfit for 3 days straight. There's nothing cute about that. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. Wash. Make sure you're clean. Like, what is this? And the thing is, like, it's not even about personal hygiene. Like, when you shower, it just makes you feel so much better. Like, you're cleansing yourself. You're cleansing your spirit, especially if you're sick. You want to probably shower more when you're sick. I don't know. Like, I mean, I get it, hustling and grinding, but I don't get hustling and grinding to where you're missing 2 and 3 showers in a row. Like, there's not that much hustling and grinding. Like, even if you like grind all day because you've been busy, at some point in time before you just hit the sack, you don't want to wash before you just bring all that funk into the bed. That's just weird to me. And then it's funny because then it's like, oh, well, I don't have a man. Why does it take a man for you to wash your ass? Who cares if you don't have a man? What does having a man have to do with anything? Just wash. Jump in the shower. Anyways, they drug her. She was trending all day today for this shower comment. It was funny. They were dragging her all over Twitter. It got so bad. Let me show y'all some of these tweets. They was going in on poor b.simone, child. They said this is how her bathtub looked. They said her bathtub looks like that. I was like, wow. They said b.simone probably be spraying herself with perfume instead of washing her ass. Living with b.simone be like. She said, don't effing play with me. So it got so bad that she went and jumped in the shower. This part was funny. I said, don't b.simone didn't. So she went and ran in the shower after getting drugged. They don't have the full one. Nah, there's another one. Hold up. Let me see. It's another. Yeah, let me. Oh, y'all still can't hear? Oh, okay. So that means it's something with the net, with the web page. Cause y'all are saying y'all can't hear. Okay. It seems like everything on my desktop plays, so it must be StreamYard must be having an issue because my desktop, if I play a video on my desktop, it plays just fine. But if I play a video on the website, It doesn't play. Let me see if I can download the video really quick so y'all can hear it. Give me just a second. Let me download it. Because she says a lot of strange things in this video. Give me just a second. I'm going to download it right now. Okay. I downloaded the video. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Hopefully it'll play this time. Okay, here it goes. Hopefully it plays.
Oh, I ain't taking a shower again all year. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. This is the last shower of the month. I'm sick of it. It's been 2 days already. Yeah, my last shower was maybe Sunday before church. I don't know. I get in when I start itching. I don't know. That's how I test if I need one or not. Same time next week. Meet me here. I said, I was washing my hair. I already washed my body. Leave me alone now. Don't drop the phone trying to be funny. Shut up. Hey y'all. It's like ain't nobody so fast me. I'm just so precious. Woo. Woo.
All right, let me come back on the screen. This girl is a mess. Okay. So she says that she only showers when she starts itching. I know she gotta be cracking jokes because if you're itching at that point, you should have been gotten in the shower, sis. So I don't know. It should never be that serious, y'all. Personal hygiene is very important, especially in this day and age with COVID and flu season. You should be showering and washing your hands and using hand sanitizer. That's just weird to me. I don't understand like why that's a flex all of a sudden. People not showering. But yeah, they drug her. So much so, they drug her so bad. They drug her so bad on Twitter, she ran to go take a shower. So that was funny. But I just think, she says a lot of crazy stuff, but I believe her. Because it was like her friend, it was like if you watch the video on the podcast, her friend has like these long, awkward silences with her, like, bitch, I'm not trying to put all your business out there. But you can tell, like, that's really how she gets down. So good luck to her. I don't know what that's about. Let's see here. I think I read that one already. Maggie sent $99.99. Thank you so much, Maggie. She says, thank you for always being real and honest and trustworthy. I would love to hear your opinion on bunkers, prep, the future, and what regular folks can do to keep our family safe. Praying for you and your family. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, sis. There's a lot to do. As far as bunkers, unless you can afford one or can build one, I have no input on that, but there's a lot of YouTube channels that do. There's a lot of prepper channels, Canadian prepper, Alaskan prepper. Those are like a few of my favorite prepper channels. But there's a lot of stuff that people can do to make sure that they're prepared because it's going to be definitely a long winter. Even this year, the price of everything for Thanksgiving has gone up 20%. You guys can already see it in the grocery store. The price of everything is going up. Excuse me. The price of energy, all of that stuff is going up, and there's no end in sight. Also, speaking of Russia, was it like 3 days ago? Poland was almost supposedly attacked. A missile hit Poland. No, it wasn't attacked. A missile hit Poland. I believe it was Poland. And some people were killed. And they said that the missile came from Russia. But then upon further investigation, it really came from Ukraine. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on basically globally that's going to keep affecting us. And, you know, it feels like this war, this whole Ukraine-Russia war is never going to end. It seems like there's no end in sight right now. And it's affecting so many people in Europe, and it's also affecting us here. So the energy prices, the oil, everything is going up. And so we put ourselves in a kind of a pickle by even getting involved, because now we can't get any of those, any Russian oil, anything like that. So I think just being really on top of the news and understand what's going on. Even there's a new digital currency that they're saying is supposed to be rolled out sometime in December. So I don't know exactly how true that is, but that's something they're saying is coming down the pipeline. We were talking about that yesterday on Discord. So I would think the best preparation is to just understand like what's going on and understand like, how it's affecting you, how it's affecting your family, making sure you stack up on food, water, and things like that. Investing in generators, that's a good thing in case like electricity goes out, you're still able to cook. You're still able to use appliances that you can plug in, because it's going to be a lot of things, it's going to be affecting a lot of families. And especially now, I don't know how bad this winter is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be super cold like the winters we've had in the past, because it was 70 degrees in November earlier this month. So I don't know how cold it's going to get, but it's better to just be prepared. It's better to have, I'm saying, more things than you need, as opposed to going without it. So beans, water, staying self-sufficient, watching prepper channels, learning how to save. They have good channels too that teach you how to can and store foods for like longer shelf life. So those are like really good channels to watch as well. So those are just a few tips. But I think the main important thing is just also, while keeping up with like celebrity news and stuff like that, and worrying about Chrisean and Blueface, also understand what's going on globally, because that missile hitting Poland, was about to have some really devastating effects. But now that it's come out that it wasn't a Russian missile that hit them, now it's like, okay, never mind. Which is weird to me, because I'm like, everybody's ready to go to war when they thought it was Russia. But now that it was, oh no, it wasn't really Russia, it was Ukraine by accident. I don't know. It just makes me think like, y'all remember them submarines that were caught, and they were saying that they were Russian submarines, and they were trying to like disable the internet cables to cut off internet in Europe? This was like maybe 3 weeks ago. I had talked about this on here. And then Vladimir was saying that, that was cap, that's not Russian submarines. And they're saying that it is, just to, create more drama. And so I find it very interesting that that missile hit, and the first reports was it was Russia. Then it came out that it wasn't Russia who sent it. It was a Russian missile, but it was launched by Ukraine. So I don't know. It's just, did I say Vladimir Putin said it was cap? I know it's funny to use that in the same sentence, but he did say it though. He was saying it was basically, I mean, he said it in Russian, so that's just my translation. He said it was cap. And it came out, it was. I don't know, man. Serafina said the world is a stage. It really is. I just be watching all this shit like, man, this is, it's getting crazy out here. It is. Let me make sure. I believe it was Poland, though. Let me make sure. Y'all not be getting my countries and stuff mixed up. I believe it was Poland, though. Yeah, it was. See, I be knowing. Deadly missile strike in Poland, likely from Ukraine. Sorry, not funny. Let me go ahead and show y'all this real quick. That's all I do is watch news. Damn, it's not gonna play. Damn. Well, let me pull it up. Y'all gonna have to listen to it on y'all's own, because unfortunately it's not gonna play. But it does not mean I cannot show y'all what I'm talking about. So then that way y'all can look it up yourselves. Is this it? No. Hold on. Because the president came out. I wish I could download it, but this is going to be too long to download. But I do want to show y'all so y'all can just look up the story once I get out of here. I love how we can go from talking about rappers to like world news. I love the tea that we spill on this channel. Okay, so for all y'all who did not know, deadly missile strike in Poland, likely from Ukraine air defense. Okay, so y'all can Google that because it's not going to play, sadly. CNN just posted an update, so it's something going on. And again, I got to give it all a side eye because he's been saying this for a while, that they're going to be blaming, these attacks on him. So I don't know. So somebody says, why is Joe Biden looking like that? What he looking like? Oh, you talking about in the picture? Child. No comment. He's probably thinking, what's for lunch? He just be seeming so like he don't want to be bothered with none of this mess. What time is lunch? That's all I got about old man Joe Hoodie. He just look like he's just ready to eat. You be in math class, you bored, you looking at the clock and shit like, damn, what time is lunch? Because the teacher sound like wah 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 wah. That's how he's looking. Like he just doesn't care. He's not looking stoic. He's paying no attention. Just wonder what's for lunch today. Everybody else looks all concerned. Y'all don't be missing nothing. Not the ice cream cones. Y'all are messy. Let that man enjoy his ice cream in peace. Y'all are messy for the ice cream cones. Let's see here. Junterio sent $49.99 says, hey T, you inspired me to build my home. As a young female Nigerian architect and interior designer, I never thought designing my own home could come true. You're an inspiration. I'm glad to see you back online. Get well soon. Oh my gosh, that is awesome, sis. Thank you for the super chat and congratulations on your new home. There's nothing like building your own home to your specifications. It's fun. It's a great experience. And once you've built a home, you will build many more. Trust me. Especially if people like your vision and you're an architect. Like I'm not even an architect, child. I wish I was. But once you're able to like take something from your brain and put it on paper and then see it visualized, that's like the dopest feeling in the world. So congratulations to you and thank you so much for supporting and thank you for the well wishes. Let's see here. A lot of new homeowners. I love to see it. Jess Francis, hey T, been watching you since 2016. I went on a spiritual journey and unsubscribed back in 2019 and resubscribed a year later. You are awesome. Thank you. I don't know why you had to unsubscribe. Okay. I'm glad you're back. They said they went on a spiritual journey and unsubscribed. Well, as long as the spiritual journey helped you and you're in a better place, welcome back, love. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Scorpio Voss says, it was my birthday Monday. Glad you went live. It's like a belated birthday gift. Love you. Love you too. And happy belated birthday, sis. Definitely Scorpio season. Sumaya says, hey T, can you talk about the Blueface situation? I'm just so over these people. I wish him and Chrisean. I don't follow them on Twitter. Now I do follow her on Instagram, but I don't follow her on Twitter. But she's always trending. He went to not prison. He went to jail. Of course, they literally turned into a reality series. She was there. Whack 100 was there. outside the courtroom. The judge called her Blueface's fiance. You know, she was super happy about that. Now she's beefing again with the baby's mother, saying that she was there in court. Where was the baby's mom? It's a mess. I can't even show y'all these videos. Yeah, I can't show y'all the videos. But I can show y'all these tweets. She posted this last night. I don't know who asked for this, but you know, she got to let us know everything that's going on between her and Blueface. So Chrisean says, "Thank you, Lord, for sending him back home safe." Then she says, "Love you, Daddy." Then she says, "Call me his fiance from now on." Then she says, "Daddy filled his PUSSY up right away." I have nothing. What do you want me to say? I have nothing. It was funny because a lot of people thought that this was like her, you know, like her escape to freedom or something. Like, run, Chrisean, run. This is your chance to get away. I'm like, where y'all think she running to? Running right back to that dick. She ain't going nowhere, please. People thought she was about to leave him. I'm like, oh, okay, really? This dude done busted her lip, whooped her ass in public. She done put hands on him in public. The baby mama says she's still bouncing on that pin raw. And y'all think she about to leave? Please. She ain't going nowhere. Not at all. I don't know what she wanted us to do with that information, though. Okay, he supplied you with you know, good peen after he'd been locked up for 24 hours. What, do you want a round of applause? Girl, boy. I'm over them. I don't know why. Now, I didn't know that. I didn't find this out until recently. They're filming a reality TV show. Now it makes sense why when I met her, they had, you know, the Zeus network there, the cameras and all that stuff. So they're filming a reality TV show. And again, this is just more toxic love on display. It's sad because you're going to start seeing people thinking like, you know, that's how relationships should be. And we should act just as ratchet and crazy so that way we too can get a reality TV show and be on Zeus network and everything else. You know, you can't want something for somebody more than they want it for themselves. So I wish her the best, but I'm no longer, well, I never lost sleep over it because she ain't my damn child. But, you know, she gonna do what she wants to do. I think if people stop giving them the attention that they're seeking, maybe they'll eventually just kind of, you know, fade away. But, you know, it's social media, so I doubt that. You know, they love that attention and she's addicted to it, unfortunately. But it was funny. People really thought she was like going to use this as an opportunity to escape. Yeah, okay. Good luck. Let me see here. Oh yeah, speaking of Russia, before I leave, I gotta hit on Brittney Griner. Now, Brittney done got sent to this Russian prison. And I had the video here, but it's not gonna play, unfortunately. So 2 weeks ago, she was moved to a penal colony. And there was somebody who went there. They were from Russia as well. Let me see if I can pull it up. And they were talking about it. Like they were protesting against Putin a few years ago. And so they ended up getting sent to that same penal colony. And the lady was saying it was like really horrible. You were severely mistreated. And they would play mind games with the prisoners. Like they might take, because I guess this prison is like outside and, you know, Russia's very cold. And so they would play mind games, like taking all the prisoners' warm clothing, you know, like their long johns, their jackets, and saying that y'all have to work outside in the cold. And y'all can blame this one person because of that. So they might point you out and say that it's your fault that everybody's working out in the cold without no jackets and stuff on. And now all the prisoners are turning on you. They play a lot of these weird games. They starve these women. I'm sure probably, you know, sexual assaults, all types of stuff happen as well. Well, we heard that Brittney was getting sent to this place. We even posted this story, matter of fact. Let me share my screen. We posted this on Twitter on November 9th. So we wrote, American basketball player Brittney Griner jailed in Russia in what the U.S. is calling a wrongful detention. She's being moved to a penal colony, her attorney said on Wednesday. This was on November 9th. Do y'all understand that nobody has seen this woman since? They can't find her. Exclusive. Brittney Griner taken to a penal colony in Russia. She's facing 9 years. Basically, I'm trying to see if this is an update. Is this an update? Okay. Brittney Griner is gone and her whereabouts in Russia could be unknown for weeks. So they shipped her off and no one has talked to her since we posted that story at the beginning of November. It's now the 17th. So they're saying here 2 grueling weeks of uncertainty for the Griner family. The Griner family will have to endure a grueling 2 weeks of not knowing where it is, according to her lawyers. Alerts are given via official mail and normally take around 14 days to be received. Not to mention that the worst is yet to come, as the conditions in these poorly surveilled penal colonies are far harsher than what Brittney has faced till now in her Moscow jail. She has found herself in since February 17th. The 265-day nightmare and counting for BG continues. In their most recent statement, Brittney Griner's lawyer said neither Brittney's family, including her wife Sherelle, or her Russian legal team will have any further statement or press availability at this time. So it's gotten very real. It's very scary. They don't know where this woman is at. They don't know if she's dead or alive. So it's a mess. And I just feel like this whole situation with her is a political pawn situation. I think the reason why they've kept her is because of the war and, just everything that's going on. They were initially trying to trade her for this arms dealer, Victor Bouffe. And if you guys don't know who he is, he was called like the pusher of death or something like that back in like the 90s. And he was like this huge, he was an arms dealer. And basically he was supplying arms to many like war-torn countries in Africa. So like a lot of like the warlords would meet with this Russian man and they'd pay him money and he would bring arms into Africa. He was basically supplying both sides of the conflict, like in Liberia and in many other countries that were having wars, like civil wars breaking out all through Africa. And he was also supplying wars in the Middle East to terrorists. He was supposedly trying to supply guns to kill U.S. troops. So he's a very dangerous man. And so Russia was initially asking that, okay, if we let Brittney go, we want him. We want him back. He's been in the U.S. custody for the past 13 years. So Russia wanted him, and old man Joe Hoodie was entertaining it and says, well, we might give you Brittney, and then we also need that Marine. I forgot the Marine's name, something Walsh. My apologies. But they supposedly said that he was doing espionage in Russia. He said he was out there for a wedding child. He's been locked up for like 3 years. So they wanted to trade both of them for Victor, this, global arms dealer. He's one of the most wanted men in like the late 90s, 2000s. Paul Whelan, thank you, Mr. Krabs. I appreciate you. Paul Whelan. That's the other guy's name. I don't know who stepped in and said no. They're like, absolutely not. We're not trading. I'm sorry, we're just not gonna do it. Brittney is literally a basketball player who got caught with a vape. This other guy was there for a wedding. Y'all claim that he was doing espionage, and y'all want one of the most deadly arms dealer of all times. So I don't know what's gonna happen to Brittney at this point. So they decided against it. So I don't even know who they can trade. for her. So I believe all these people that are stuck in this Russian limbo situation, it's a mess. It's a mess. I just hope she's okay, but it sucks. I just couldn't even imagine, not only being locked up for 217 days because of a vape. Now they moved her to this penal colony, where she has to do like hard labor. So it's very scary. Yeah, it's very scary. But yeah, Lord of War, that is the movie. Aya the creator, yep. Nicolas Cage played him. Yep. I don't know what they're gonna do at this point. I think she's probably gonna be there for a while. And people saying it's because she's black. It's not because she's black. I wish I would stop saying that. There are white people that are also locked up in Russia for lesser crimes. Other countries do not play. It has nothing to do with her necessarily being black. Because if that's the case, Paul Wallen wouldn't be there. Remember, there's that old white teacher. He'd been sitting in that prison for about 7 years. He had medical marijuana on him. So it's not because it's a race issue. That is how Russia gets down. Have y'all not ever watched Locked Up Abroad? You know what I'm saying? So I think the only thing that people can do right now is understand her situation, understand people's situation like Paul Whalen, and stay out of certain countries and be very understanding that a lot of countries don't play when it comes to drugs, international drug stuff. Even if it seems petty here, our laws do not carry over. And especially if it's a country that we don't get along with. Like if this was Canada or even Mexico, she'd been home. But this is Russia. And we're literally, I'm saying, they're in a war right now. So unless they get back Victor Booth, I don't know how she's going to get home. I don't even know if there's anybody they can trade for her. I don't know. I don't know. It's scary. She's in a really scary situation. So I'm just hoping that her family ends up hearing from her in the next, 14 days or so. But so far, it's been over 2 weeks and nobody has heard from this woman. So it's really unfortunate. Somebody says petty crimes here are big crimes in other countries. Exactly. And that's the thing. But come on, T, it's not a fair trade. I didn't say it was a fair trade. Did you not? Come on, Switch. You didn't just hear me say that trade is not going to work? Like I said, they had the trade up, but somebody stepped up and said, we're not trading a basketball player for a global arms dealer. The trade doesn't make any sense. That's why I said I don't know what she's going to do. I wouldn't trade her for Victor. I guess I had to just come out and say that. Like you didn't get that? What happened with Young Dolph? I know it's his 1 year anniversary. Somebody said y'all report on Young Dolph. Y'all report the Young Dolph comments. Why are you hating $1 bleach? We done seen bees in here. We done seen them damn unicorns in here. There was snowflakes earlier. Let the Young Dolph fans post their dolphins. She gonna say, y'all need to report all these dolphins. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. Y'all let them dolphins in there. Let them post their dolphins. Y'all wasn't crying when the bees was in there an hour ago. Lil Jamila was like, here go my dolphins. Y'all know them fandoms, they gonna represent now. Ain't nothing wrong with Young Dolph's friends being in here. Shout out to Young Dolph. Oh. Speaking of Young Dolph, y'all see who they done arrested for his killing? It's a mess. They arrested a third suspect. Young Dolph artist reacts to murder suspect releasing a new song. Ooh. I don't know about that. I haven't heard about the new song. All these people just doing dirt and putting in their music, I guess. Let me go ahead and show y'all this man. Since we talked about Young Dolph and the Dolphins are in here. This man has been charged with arranging rapper Young Dolph's killing. Okay? Let me read this. A man charged with arranging the killing of Young Dolph pled not guilty Thursday, 1 year after the rapper and record label owner was ambushed and shot to death while buying cookies at a bakery in his hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. Hernandez Govan, 43 years old, made a brief appearance in Shelby County Criminal Court in Memphis. He was arrested last week after he was indicted on charges including first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in the killing of the rapper who was 36 when he died. Judge scheduled Govan's hearing for December 16th. Govan is the third man charged in the November 17th, 2021 slaying of Young Dolph. Now it's a year to the day. Okay, today is November 17th, 2022. The killing in broad daylight stunned Memphis and shocked the entertainment world. Police said 2 men exited a white Mercedes-Benz, fired into Makita's homemade cookies, which is near the rapper's boyhood home in the Castilla neighborhood. Police released photos from the surveillance video that captured the shooting. Authorities later found the car abandoned. They have Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith Jr. have both pled not guilty to first-degree murder. Other charges in the shooting are being held in the jail without bond. They are scheduled to appear in court January 20th. Okay. Anyhow, this man here, I thought they had another picture of him. No, Young Dolph. That's the street. Okay. Now check out this tea. The man who they are now charging, Hernandez Govan, his daughter's a rapper. She was killed in September in Houston, Texas. And I always thought her death was really, really weird. Because she was an up-and-coming rapper. Let me pull up her stuff. And she checked in with everybody's favorite check-in crew, Jay Prince Jr. So she checked in with mob ties and ended up getting killed. Give me just a second. She was shot to death in Houston. I keep forgetting these dang news articles. I'm not gonna be able to hear it. Okay, this is the daughter here. Cash Desto. That's his daughter. Okay? She was killed back in September in Houston. Pulled up on her, did a drive-by, killed her. She's Little Uzi Vert's artist. Uzi took it really hard. He was even at her funeral. He got up on stage. He said, some really nice words. So she was killed. A lot of Cash Desto. She was killed, and come to find out, that is his daughter. So this is what he wrote. This the night my daughter came to my birthday set after I told her to stay at home. We was checking each other all night. I told her, you got so much money, it got you cocky because you wore them ugly ass flip-flops. She said, Daddy, they know how I'm coming. I'm on Google. Hashtag lot of Cash Desto. Damn, that's how her daddy writes? Woo, that was a hard read. That's them together. Then he says, I think I cursed you, Destiny, with my lifestyle. Apologize, baby. Honey. So, what the streets are saying is that is how the streets are saying that she was killed because people knew that her daddy was behind young Dolph's death. And that's why they took her out. And you see, the daddy, when he wrote that, when did he write that? October 26th. He wrote that. Because she died at the end of September. So, of course, he's missing his daughter. He wrote that October 26th. And then a few days later, Takeoff was also killed behind mob ties nonsense. So the connections are just very crazy. But I remember when I seen that they had arrested him, that was my first thought, was like, that's that rap girl daddy. I wonder if that's why she was killed, because it just didn't make any sense. She was really getting her foot wet. I can't, I listened to some of her music. It was okay. But her name wasn't big like that, She was really just getting her foot wet. So then for her, and then it's like she's a female. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of dirt was she doing in the street where they done followed her to Texas and did a whole drive-by on her? I believe that was a message to the daddy. But now the daddy looks like he might be going to prison. So, yeah, it's a mess. Like he said, he feels like his lifestyle cursed his daughter. And other people are saying that the daddy's tied to certain people in, certain, rappers in Memphis too. So I'm going to leave that at that. But rest in peace to young Dolph. The whole thing is senseless. The entire situation is senseless, But yeah, it's sad. Let's see here. Brian M says, "Hey T, love the channel. Thanks for keeping me entertained since 2011. Will you be reviewing Wakanda Forever like you did the first movie?" I want to see it. I have not seen it yet, and I've been staying away from like any reviews or critiques because I want to watch it. I've been sick, so I have not been able to go see it, but I can't wait. I heard it's really good, so I'm definitely excited to go see it. So thank you. Arnez sent 1999, says, T, I've been watching you since 2016. Finally graduated nursing school, working as a nurse. Your videos got me through it. We need more Black nurses out here. Keep up the great work. You do an amazing job. Thank you so much, and congratulations on being a nurse and graduated nursing school and just doing your thing. So thank you so much for coming through today. And yes, we definitely need more Black nurses. We definitely need that. Very much needed. What time is it? Oh my God, I've been out here for 2 hours and 22 minutes. It is time for me to go. Tyrell, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. Coco Baker says, hey T, birthday on Sunday, having a great time. Hashtag Scorpio season, get well soon. Happy early birthday to you, sis, and thank you for coming through tonight. Angela says, love the channel, T. Can you shout out my aunt? Today's her birthday. Her name is Carlene. Shout out to Carlene. Happy birthday. Thank you for coming through, Angela. I think I had called her Angela first. I meant Angela. Sorry. Let me see. Juanterio says, thanks, love. I'm debating if I should sell my current home or rent it out. It just depends. If you have an older home, you can rent it out. If it's a newer home, sell it. Sell it. You don't want to rent out a newer home and it's, they mess it up, don't care, you got to fix stuff. If it's an older home, older homes are good rental properties. So it's going to depend on the year of your home. If your home is like less than 4 years old, I would just sell it. You don't want a bunch of renters messing up your property. Or if it's a smaller home, I can say that too. If it's a smaller home, it's nice to rent those. You don't want to rent out, 5,000 square foot home. Because then you're limited to who you can rent it to. But if it's a smaller home or an older home, those are very good rental properties. So it really depends on the home itself. So good luck to you. Queen says, T, I'm currently sick with influenza type A, but your live made me feel better. I'll catch the playback. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming through. This live stream definitely made me feel a little bit better. Like I said, I'm still under the weather, but I'm glad. I didn't think I was going to be able to hang on for 2.5 hours. It's now 10 o'clock. Oh my God. Time is flying, but I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I'm sorry for some of the audio issues. I'm going to have to find out what's going on with StreamYard, why the audio was not playing. But thank y'all for coming through. You guys enjoy your weekend. Hopefully I'll be on here next week before Thanksgiving with another live stream. So on that note, you guys have a good night, and thank you guys for coming through. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.